Welcome back to Tech Rants. My name is Q, and today we're going to be talking about the Google Pixel 8a. I've had this phone for quite a few days now at this point, and I feel like I can give my impressions on it at this point. Not this is not going to be the full review, but this is going to be telling you my experience with using the phone for a couple of days at this point. So, before we get started, if you guys like the content, please leave a like on the video, comment down below what you guys think about this and any other video. Subscribe to become part of the family. Share, tell your friends, all of the good stuff. And if you guys really enjoy the content, please subscribe, like I said. And also, I will drop a link. Donations are never required, but they're greatly appreciated. If you want to donate via PayPal, you can do so at the email address qthomas3630 at gmail.com. That's QTHOMAS 3630 at gmail.com. I will also have it in the description box below. But anyway, nevertheless, um, Google Pixel 8a. So I had this phone for about, I wouldn't say 5 days at this point, 5.5 days. 5A, I mean Pixel 8a. Sorry about that. First of all, this phone I've got to say is probably one of the most exciting phones that I've ever had in a long time. And I have like I said, the 16 Pro Max is my main daily driver. It works. It's reliable. It's like buying a Honda Civic. You know it's going to work. It's going to be good. It's going to be comfortable. You know, you need something to get you from point A to point B. Not to say that the iPhone is not exciting. It is definitely, has some things that I find exciting. But for $399, this is the most fun you can have with a phone. So let's talk about some things that I like, and then we'll talk about some things that I don't like. So first of all, the design. This phone is very well designed. So, if I had to describe it to my blind and visually impaired community, it is kind of squared on the sides, but the screen is kind of rounded out a little bit. Not much, but not to the point like that very sharp edge or whatever have you. But it is quite rounded out. It's pretty nice. On the right side, up at the top, which I'm not a big fan of, but at the top you have your power button, and you have your volume buttons, which are very clicky. Don't know if you guys can hear that. On the back, you have your camera bar. Google, starting with the 6, they went with this kind of this camera bar that kind of, blends into the phone. That way when you put it down on the table, it does not rock back and forth. It actually just it sits flat. But now they managed to make the camera bar more blended into the body of the phone. So I really do like that. On the left side, you have nothing. Well, at the bottom, actually, you do have the bottom left, you have your SIM card tray. At the bottom, you have your speaker, microphone, USB-C port. Both at the top, you have some antenna lines and another microphone. So, very nice phone. You have two cameras on the back, at 64 and I want to say 13 or 48. So I don't know. I can't really say. I don't know, honestly. But yeah, this phone is wonderful. The design is wonderful. 6.1-inch display. It's very light. It's not very big. The display quality, I can't speak to that, but it has 120 hertz refresh rate. So smooth scrolling for those that are low vision. It has the actual display. If you want to do some more research on the actual display, you can, but it's pretty much the same technology that's used in the Google Pixel 8 and, going forward. So yeah, the back of this phone, it has a really nice, soft feeling to it. Even though it's made of plastic, it has a very soft feeling on the back of it. I really enjoy that. So very comfortable to hold outside of that, but I do have a case for it that I bought on Amazon. It's more of a TPU case, and it's just better well constructed, my personal opinion. Sorry about that. Had a sick phone call, but yeah, nevertheless, Pixel 8a, the design is good. I give it out of 10 out of 10 so far. Pretty nice. I love the design. Very nice. Put this back in the case. Anyway, all right. Another thing that I enjoyed about this phone is the ease of use. So taking this out of the box, as I stated, at being blind and visually impaired, it is easy to set up. So all you have to do to turn on TalkBack is hold down the volume keys, turn it off, TalkBack is on. And I set it up. I was able to put in my password, transfer everything from my old phone, download my apps, Like I said, I called AT&T, gave them my eSIM, and it was good to go. It never had an issue whatsoever. Setting up the phone was completely accessible for the most part. The only part that was not accessible was the face unlock. It is not on Apple's level. Their face unlock kind of sucks, in my personal opinion. But nevertheless, it worked for the most part. But it was okay. And face unlock is, we'll get to that here in a second. Another thing that I like about this phone is the performance. The performance is been pretty fast. It's been wonderful. And I gotta say, I haven't had any issues. The phone has not gotten hot. It flew through everything that I needed to fly through. And yeah, I mean, the performance is definitely wonderful. Never had any major issues with that. Now, two features that I've been kind of enjoying a little bit um, is, well, one of the things that I find great about this phone, and I'll make another video talking more about that in depth. One of the features that it has that I've really been enjoying that's been easy is it's called guided frame. So you basically, here's how it works. You go into the camera. So I'm gonna unlock the phone. So we're gonna go to the camera. So we're gonna go to the front camera. We're gonna go to. So we're gonna go to portrait, and I want you to listen to how this is going to guide me on how to take a selfie. So it's gonna. So I got my hand on the shutter. You have to have it over the shutter, and then as I move the camera, tells me how to move my phone, and then now when I got it right where it needs to be, it now takes the photo. So let's go actually look at that photo and see what description it has for that photo to see if it has a good description. So we're going to go to photos. So this is the photo I just took. So we're going to go three-finger single tap, describe image, and we're going to see what it says. Detected. Image. A man with dark skin and a gray shirt is sitting and wearing headphones. He is looking at the camera with a slightly sad expression. His forehead has a crease between his eyebrows. There is a white ceiling above him with a vent in the upper left corner. The walls are white, and there is a brown chair behind him. Out of pager. All right, so pretty good description. It says I look sad because I was very focused. I was very in focus, and but whatever, have you? But pretty good description. So it tells you, you know, kind of an idea of what your surroundings are. So I really do like that. But that is definitely something. So guided frame is really good in taking selfies. Now, another thing I like, I've actually been using Gemini as my assistant instead of Google Assistant, and I'll I'll definitely keep you guys up to date when it comes to that. But I love the voice and I love how detailed it is. For example, you can ask it a question. So let's ask it about the history of voiceover on iOS. And just watch this. Give me the history of voiceover on iOS.
The history of voiceover on iOS is a significant part of Apple's commitment to accessibility. Here's a breakdown of key points. Origins on Mac. VoiceOver's root. Accessibility volume set to 71%.
All right, so it did stop speaking. There's one thing, it is very sensitive when you touch it. It is very sensitive. But yeah, so I asked Gemini about uh, iOS, which you can actually download the Gemini app on iOS, so it really doesn't make a difference. But yeah, yeah, Gemini is wonderful. I've got to say that. So yeah, that's another feature that I like, and I will also be monitoring for that, so I can give you guys more updates. Now, another thing I will say is pretty good so far is battery life. Battery life and connectivity. Battery life is good. Phone's been getting me through a full day. Of course, after a week or two, I'll actually be able to give you guys a full in-depth on how I like it, as far as battery life. But right now, it's been doing pretty good. Connectivity has been wonderful. I've been getting great AT&T service in my area. 5G, 5G plus. I've been getting about 400 to 500 megabits down and 30 to 40 megabits up in my house. So, for those that are very into speeds and things like that, AT&T's been working real good on this Pixel 8a. So the reception and call quality is fantastic. Never had, definitely better. It's loud, it's clear. Everybody can hear me, I can hear them, and yeah, never had any issues when it comes to that. The only things that I don't like about this phone so far has been annoying. Mainly, it's just one. It's the biometrics. The biometrics is ridiculous. I the face unlock, it barely works. Let me see if I can do it today. Yep, it worked. All right. Uh, face unlock is very gimmicky. Fingerprint sensor, it worked. All right. So I actually figured out a secret to the fingerprint sensor, um, which basically what you have to do is if you enroll the same finger like 2 or 3 times, it definitely it works a lot faster. But that's just something I found, and I could be wrong, but that has worked for me. I've gotten the accuracy of the fingerprint sensor from about 85 to 90% to about 97. It misses every now and again, but 97% of the time now it works. And I got my same finger enrolled 3 times, and I'm not having any issues so far. So overall, uh, Pixel 8a, and like I said, when I do these videos, guys, I talk to you guys like I would, talk to my friends. I try to keep it simple if I can. Sometimes I do get a little complex, but that's just the nerd in me. So if there's something that I said that's confusing or something you disagree with, let me know. But overall, Google Pixel 8a so far, I like it. Biometrics is a little finicky, but like I said, I'm making it work for me, and I will definitely give you guys more tips of that. I will definitely continue to evaluate the accessibility of it. Like I said, I really love guided frame. I really love Gemini. So far, so good, but like I said, it's all subjective. And I would definitely keep you guys up to date. I have another video coming up this week about talking about accessibility between the apps and things like that. So we're going to talk about that. It's a special request video. So I definitely do hear you guys on Facebook. If you're in the assistive technology group, feel free to let me know. Send me a message. Let me know what you guys want to hear. Also, leave a comment down below. What would you like to know more about? Any tips, any specific questions that you have? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about that. Also, let me know what phone are you guys using on your daily basis. Uh, you know, are you thinking about trying a Pixel 8a or are you thinking about trying a Pixel in general? If so, why? Why not? Let's have a conversation and get a community going. But yeah, if this was helpful, informative, or entertaining in any way, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Please be safe. Please be blessed. Later. Peace.